Hello everybody, welcome along on this Wednesday evening, believe it or not, to a JACKOCAR race, something we haven't seen before, here for the F2 round 4 here at Silverstone. 2 races tonight, and I'm your commentator Owen White. As you know, we rotate the commentators here, and with me is Jess tonight. Welcome along. We're doing this on a Wednesday, it's so weird.
It feels very weird because I'm not used to commentating on a Wednesday either, but yeah, we're here in Silverstone. It's probably might rain, probably due to the typical British weather. Arnold could potentially get the championship sealed tonight. It may not happen, it may happen, we'll have to wait and see, of course.
But before all that, we've got one-shot quality to deal with, something that, as we've said many times, we can't really keep track of because the game doesn't really let you keep track of it, so we're just going to have to choose a car and hope that it's the one that goes on pole. From what I've seen, Corey is looking the fastest round here, so I think we're going to look for him probably and see how he gets on, because there have been a lot of people in the chat have been wondering how on earth Corey has managed to go as quick as he can. I think he's doing 36s when everyone else is sat in the 37s, so that's sort of what we're looking for pole. But yeah, we've got to hope and pray this week that we have no issues as well, because we've got to bring this up because it's happened 3 weeks in a row. We've had issues after issues after issues, so hopefully everything goes well, but we're just waiting for everyone to ready up first.
Yeah, touch wood. Jake had problems last time, and I'm determined not to have problems this time, but I'm riding on board with Dexter. I don't know who you're riding on board with.
Well, it's taking so long to switch. I think I've got Corey now. We're on board with him, thank goodness for that. And I believe he should stay P1. Based on what we've seen from him so far in all this TT stuff, he should go P1. This is effectively a TT lap, as you'd imagine, just one-shot qualifying. This is about as quick as it gets in this game. And worth keeping an eye on Arnold as well, because obviously if he does, I think he has to be, we think anyway, about 50 points clear by the end of tonight, which he's not actually anywhere near. He's about halfway there, which will be quite a lot of gap to make in one night. But if he's 50 points clear by the end of the night, he will be champion. So we've got to keep our eye on him, as he, where is he? He's 4th at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. But Corey, he is staying P1, so it looks like his pace is being realised.
Yeah, it is. He was looking very good in Austria in the second race of the night when he decided on reverse grid pole as well as, oh, Corey, that's not how you do that corner, just past cops there. I think that might have been an invalidation. Let me get the map up, that would help. Yeah, it is an invalidated lap. Corey, well, he likes invalidating his laps, doesn't he?
Yeah, way to waste your potential. That gives Khalifa P1. And Arnaud then P2. I guess I can ride with Arnaud for the rest of this one. Championship leader. We'll see if he can make the difference in this last sector to go up into P1. But yeah, I think we had Red Matt and MK Bourne. 2 Premiers also have an issue, so it looks like it's going to be 2 cars and 2 Premiers at the back. But who's going to be at the front? It's Khalifa, actually, by a decent margin, by 0.3 of a second on pole here. And look at the amount of times that have been disqualified. I think we're only going to get 12 times on the board, because I know Jacko was nowhere. A good chance he was also invalidated. But yeah, really, a lot of people struggling. That could be interesting for the race then, because that could mean lots of penalties.
Yeah, I've done a few races in the F2 cars around here, and yeah, it's just quite easy to invalidate, especially I would say through heading into Cops and through, I think, Stowe as well. If you cut the inside curb, then that's it, you're done. So let's just hope they don't get as many warnings and penalties in there tonight.
Right then, here's the grid. I mean, you can see the difference in the times. Khalifa gets the 3 points for pole position from Arnaud, but then look at that, it's a 1.2 second gap from 2nd to 3rd. And Cam leads the rest of the pack then, from Jordan, Yuri, Brandon, Kyle, Dexter, Wes, Risky, Pete and Dark Shadow, and then all the others. Bazza, Snowy Panda, Mr. John, Jamie, Corey, Redman, Jacko, MK Bourne, all of them disqualified. But yeah, it certainly looks like Khalifa and Arnaud are going to be clear of the pack, and we're going to see Corey again this week siving through the field by the looks of him.
I wouldn't be surprised on a track like this that he'll go for reverse grid pole, because I think these are one of the tracks here where you can get the overtakes done, but if you start on pole, then you could be in the best shot of a win. So, but Corey's 4th in the standings now, so anything can happen for him. He's got the likes of Matt chasing him down in the championship as well, so he wants to be ahead of him at least, even if he can't get ahead of Khalifa. But Yeah, I think it's a showdown between Khalifa and Arnold tonight, really, to be honest. Even if it's not tonight, it's next week as well. And it's either the softs or the hards tonight for the drivers. No other tyres tonight. And it's more than likely going to be people doing softer hards for the first race. And then for the next race, it's going to be people, I think most people, they don't want to stop. They're going to go for the hard tyre. So that should be interesting. I think we're waiting for Yuri to ready up. And yeah, we're just waiting for Yuri to ready up.
And remember, there is no formation lap. We have too many issues with those, so we've just turned them off. And that means we'll be going straight to a race start. Assuming Corey... Oh, they're already actually. Nice, that's good. We can see the 5 lights are on then. Difficult first corner this one. It'll be interesting to see how side by side they all go. But Khalifa's got away, Arnold as well. And we see a lot of side by side through the pack. But through turn 1, how many risks are they going to want to take? I think a lot of them are going wide. We have carnage going on at the back. But Arnold leads the race from Khalifa, Cam and Jordan then. And let's see who went off at the back. I'm not sure they've got any yellow flags out. The game will not show me most of the time.
Safety car.
We're okay, but yeah, safety car. So yeah, the game not showing me that, but thanks for that, Jess. I don't know why. It never shows me. It shows everyone else. It never shows me. I'm having to rely on... This is what we have co-coms for, you see. That's all. We've got a lot of penalties going on anyway. You can see them on the side of your screen here. They do show up, Frank. We've got 5 second penalties for Kyle, Wace, Risky and Dexter then. So I mean, there's a lot of cars facing backwards and there's still more penalties. Dexter's on to 10 seconds of penalties right now.
Oh my goodness.
He's got
That's what I don't like safety cars on this game, because it just provides so many issues, but they just gotta keep it together. But I mean, will they think about pitting now to go, or will they just wait for a little bit longer just to get the tyres into a good nip, which I think is what probably some people would do. But Corey's already up to 12th position after all that mess at the start. How did that happen? That's because probably Corey likes to avoid the carnage at this moment in time. But yeah, it's a shame that we're starting the race under 4 yellows, but that's what happened in Silverstone, sadly, in most races I commentate.
Yeah, it is typical really, isn't it? I think Pete's got a big X over his name as well. That's why the pack aren't really catching up from him down. You can see Jamie all over the back of him. I think he is allowed to overtake him. And looks like Pete might be out of this one. But we have got a pitter. We have got Wares into the pits. Now he'll take his 5-second stop go. I'm sure you're allowed to do that under the safety car still. It's only drive-throughs you can't take, I think. And this could well be strategy as well, because if it's anything like F1 cars, actually, the tyres should theoretically be able to go the whole race. And you can see then, Wace is taking his penalty. It'll be interesting to see if he comes out first, because that could obviously put him into a very good position in terms of the strategy. But you can see the hard compound tyres are coming on. I'm imagining a lot of the pitters here mostly will be for penalties and for front wing purposes.
Oh no, not drive-through, sorry. They can't serve it in safety car. That's the mistake I learned in Belgium in JACKOCAR last season.
Right, look at this. Jamie is the first one out, and Corey was also into the pits, Waste to be the third one out. But that could be the running order. Remember Corey, we know how fast he is. He's already gone onto the grass, mind you, on his way to the pits. At least he won't make that mistake again. But yeah, now it's all about whether he and Jamie can stay competitive and fast enough to keep up with the leaders when we get going again, because yeah, they should be in a good position, because I mean most of this track is really flat out, so I don't imagine they'll have much trouble overtaking actually, as long as they keep close. It should be simple for them. A bit like Austria in that respect, slightly less braking zones, but they should be quick enough to pass.
I think most of it around here you can go full throttle. I think in the F1 cars you can go cops full throttle. I'm not sure if you could do it on the F2 cars, so... But yeah, there's definitely more overtaking opportunities in some tracks. Like we got Maggots, we got Stowe Corner, we've got the straight here as well, Wellington Straight, Brooklands, we've got Abbey as well. We just got tons of places where people just can get a very good slipstream, and I think Stowe could be the easiest corner, I think, to overtake tonight. But it's a lot harder, like you said, than the F1 cars to overtake. So something to keep an eye on. And Khalifa was showing AI for a minute on my screen, but that's probably because he's on Race Director, so he's all good now. So safety car in another lap, as we still got Dark Shadow and Dexter and Snowy Pan. No, Snowy Pan, I can't remember who he... was it... I think he's changed his name so many times. It reminds me of some other people in other leagues. They just change their name so many times. I think I need to double check. I think it's Storm. It was Storm.
I think it is Storm. Yeah. And
so confusing.
The reason they're taking so long to catch up, by the way, is that I've mentioned this before. The safety car always has a set speed, right? And I think it's set for F1 speeds. It could probably go slower, in all fairness, but it won't do. I mean, it's going pretty slow already. It's just the F2 cars aren't F1 cars, so they will take longer to catch up. And so, trust me, Dexter and Dark Shadow and soon Mr. John will all be going flat out here, but it just doesn't really look like they're catching much, but they will catch, just a bit slower. Now, what will be interesting to me is that there are, obviously, Snowy Panda and Dark Shadow on brand new softs. Now, will they have any chance of getting to the end? Because this could be a pointer for the sprint race, because the sprint race, I think, is 12 laps. I hope it's 12 laps, 11 or 12, something around there. If you can get those softs to the end of the race from here, I don't know what they were on before, but if you can get into the end, then that would be a good reference for everybody else. But we'll see how long they go on them.
Yeah, because don't forget the safety car, they're not going at full race pace, and usually in a pit stop for soft to hard, you would pit around.
Well,
Dark Shadow's gone to Narnia. Doesn't spin Alad.
Doesn't really. Oh, he's gone again. It doesn't really help our tyre experiment, this one, does it? He needs to keep it on track, and that might keep the safety car a lot longer as well if he can't catch up. We have had this happen previously in the F1 tier where people have fell behind too much at this point, and it's actually led the safety car to do another lap because they couldn't let everyone catch up. We'll see though. If it goes in, it would happen around Stowe, it would tell you. Let's see.
Yeah. It will probably pop up. No.
The lights are still on. I mean, they could go off right now if they really want to, but I think Dark Shadow's mistake has, it's left the safety car a lot longer, and that's enough for Arnold and Khalifa to say, right, I'm pitting. So that's their strategy sorted. That might not have been the best idea though, because they don't get a chance to pull away on a restart now. And the problem is, I'm pretty sure Jamie, Wace, Corey, Wace is ahead of Corey, by the way. I don't know how that happened, but Wace not ahead of Corey. They should get ahead. Snowy Panda on new soft should get ahead as well. These people pitting, I don't think they realise just how long this pit lane is.
It's around about 30 seconds in an F1 car, but it's slightly longer if you're in an F2 car.
Yeah, because
I would assume
37 miles an hour. I think the F1s go 50. They might go the same, but either way, look how much time they've lost, and that could keep the safety car out yet another lap. I mean,
oh come on!
It's just an endless cycle with this safety car. But I think Arnold and Khalifa and Jacko and Risky might have made a mistake here. But Khalifa has went on to some new sauce. I'm assuming you don't have to run both tyres. I thought, hold on, let's just check race director actually. What tyres? Well, we can check.
He started on the soft, surely, didn't he, Khalifa?
Yes, he did. So can you do soft to soft? I mean, there's a few who did that. Story Panda, Dark Shadow, Jacko. We need to figure out these regulations. But if they are doing that, then that again actually sort of tells us that they think these softs could do the whole sprint race, and they won't need to do the hards. But yeah. I don't really know what the actual regulations say about this, but I guess
we'll
find out.
I'll have a look. I'll have a little bit of a nose, but it's probably not telling me.
So this leaves Cam in the lead of the race. Corey, he's hit. Well, actually, Panda's hit Corey, by the looks of it, because he was the one behind Corey. But I think that's some 5-second penalties. We love those. And it indeed is 2 5-second penalties going out there. One to Corey, one to Snowy Panda. Just to remind you, the whole field does have some penalties, 5 of them. They are Kyle, Red Matty went from last, I believe, all the way up to 7th. Corey, Snowy Panda, and Dexter, and the safety car is coming in this lap. Have you got anything on that regulation that may or may not exist?
I can't find it at the moment, but as soon as I find it, I'll let you know. But I don't think there's any clear indication. But yeah. Cam is going to lead with Jordan in second. I wonder if Cam's going to get used to this right now. He's got to get a good getaway, because otherwise, I would say Brandon and Carl's probably going to be the one that can get away the most here out of the drivers in front as well. So if Cam doesn't get a move on, those two could be on his heels.
Cleve's into the pit lane, as is Jacko, so they've probably realised that they are on the wrong tyres. That might answer a question for us about whether they were on the right tyre. Snowy Panda didn't pit though, but it looks like they had a very clean restart. F2 cars on restarts, they don't seem too... Oh, MK Bourne, what's he done?
MK Bourne's out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Binned it on the final corner, look, that's not in the pit lane, is it? That's on the final corner.
If it was in the pit lane, he would have kept on going. So yeah, he binned it in the final corner.
What on earth has happened to turn 1? We've got Corey, he's gone.
Oh my god.
We've got someone off to the right, Mr. John, and there was Snowy Panda, I think, was off as well. What on earth's going on there? We don't think there's any yellow...
That was a messy turn 3, it looked like.
I don't think the yellow flag even showed up.
Corey's out as well.
Well, yeah, Corey had went off again. I don't really know what's happened there at turn 1. We weren't really watching it. It was more looking at the front, trying to figure out what happened to MK Bourne there. I didn't have a yellow flag, I don't think, put on my screen. I do apologise if I missed it. But, yeah, that was chaos at turn 1. We just lost multiple drivers. I was worried it was Khalifa in there, but it wasn't in the end. Either way, he's had to pit. That might mess him up. Red Matt's going around the outside of Yuri into Maggots, by the way, and into Beckett's. That'll be Yuri onto the grass and losing the position. So we do have some racing going on, but we have a lot of carnage as well.
Yeah, these guys, I think, prefer probably carnage more than racing, but I think we need to get some racing. But Arnold's looking very racy on Dexter, heading into the hangar straight into heading into Stowe. Now, I think it looks like Arnold's going to get a good run. It may be an easy pass. Can Dexter cover it off? Yes, he does cover it off into Stowe, but the lock-up's not going to be good for Dexter, though. I think Arnold's going to get this surely heading into Vale and Club. A bit of an X on Pete's name. Oh, there was a little bit of a slide there from Arnold. That won't be good for him as Dexter holds on to 10th for now.
I thought he was going to spin there, Arnold, but luckily he's kept it facing in the right direction. But all this chaos has left Wyss in the net race lead here. And he's got a nice cushion of 3 seconds to the car of Pete, who's got an X on his name. And Dexter's crashed into him. Is there any damage? He's spinning
Oh
now.
my goodness!
Is there any damage? That was a bit clumsy from Dexter to go for that. He hasn't got any damage though, but he was running in net second place. He's just lost out on that one. R9 and Risky now look to be net second and third. So Risky, even though he pitted, and R9 as well, might still benefit from it in the end, but they've got to make 5 seconds on Wyss. And having lost nearly a third of the race under the safety car, can Wyss now go and win this race? Because it looks pretty good for him at the minute.
With the hards being in the safety car, it's almost certain that the hards can get to the end, because with the sprint race later on being 12 laps and the hards can make it to the end throughout the whole race distance, I'm almost certain Waze can get to the end from here. So Waze is in a best position as well. Bazza maybe not, because obviously Bazza's still yet to pit. Arnold could benefit if Waze does a bottle, which I hope Waze does not have a bottle there into T1 potentially as well. But yeah, we got Arnold same purple sectors, so if Waze is slower than Arnold, maybe Arnold can catch up what he needed, as we've got the soft runners pitting of Brandon, Cam, and I think that's Kyle into the pits as well for the Haas, and DRS has just been enabled for the first time this race.
So, let's see how far ahead Wyss is of these pitters, because obviously, I mean, look at that, they haven't even got to their pit boxes yet, and he's well clear, so it looks like we're going to get a bit of a standoff, most likely between Wyss and Arnold, because Arnold caught by about 8/10 since we've last sort of, it's been about half a lap, maybe 2/3 of a lap. He's catching rapidly. So this will be an interesting fight for the lead, and Arnold obviously looking to try and secure the title tonight. To take 25 points out of this race would be very nice indeed for him. And with Khalifa so far down, Corey out of the race, you know, he's gaining lots of points on lots of people here right now. So Arnold looks possibly like he could be on to make this title tonight, and that's going to be an absolute nightmare for us, because we're going to have to do the sums.
Yes, I'm probably going to do a lot of sums. I remember in ILR when I had to do sums right in my head as Stewart reports were coming in as well. It was annoying, as we've seen someone gone off the track. That's Bazza. That's going to allow Waze to catch up again and possibly fight for P4 on track, but he probably won't be fighting too much because he's on a different strategy. J-Luke's chasing Risky, heading into what looks like just past cops and into the tricky complex coming up now to Chapel. Actually, yeah, it is Chapel. I'm losing track of my corner names. I think it looks like J-Lu's going to go for a similar move to what we saw Arnold go with Dexter earlier. As we've got Dark Shadow that's had off in looks like Chapel as well by the looks of things, or just before that. As yeah, looks like J-Lu's got the move done on Risky. Quite easy there.
Oh, he's lost it.
He's lost it there, and he's touched.
But there's no damage though. Luckily, there's no damage. But that we saw that happen. Was it not Arnold that did the same thing as he slid into there? So if you spam the gears down like an F1 car, it's not going to slow down. And that's maybe it's just natural instinct to spam the gears down, but you can't do that. And they're doing that into the corners where they're trying to make the overtakes, and on the hards, which probably aren't the warmest tire in the world, it's catching some of them out. They've got to be careful. Arnold's now got the gap to under 3 seconds, or at least it was. He's just gone slightly over again, but the point is he's captured it. He's 7.3 seconds ahead of Risky. So it looks pretty good for Arnold and West to be 1-2. Just depends on what order that's going to be. But yeah, you can see it. I mean, they're all struggling on these hards. It seems they're not getting much warm-up. They're locking up into all the corners, just sliding around. This looks really difficult. I can see why they'd want to start this sprint race on the soft. They don't want to have to deal with this.
No, so it looks like they will have to pit in the sprint race, most likely. Otherwise, they're going to be on cold hards until the end of the race coming up, and you don't want that. And even in an F1 car, the hards are not the best tyres to be on around here as well. And don't forget, these tyres are completely different kettle of fish in real life to the F1 cars, of course. They've got different trim, of course. So, yeah, I can't imagine what it'll be like in the F1 2020 cars, because that would be F2 2020 cars, sorry, because that would be different. These are the F1 2019 cars. Has looks like J-Lu's gonna go for the move once again, and that's
not work. What were you thinking there, man? That was never gonna work.
He was too risky on Risky. That's just not good for J-Lu there. That's dropped him down to 7th. Khalifa could have a chance to catch up to him there, but looks like J-Lu is back on the road again as Matt goes into the pits. He's been on those softs for quite a bit of the race, and he's served his stock go, and he's onto the hards again. I'm guessing he wanted to be on the softs for a very long time, as he doesn't like the hards either, to be fair.
Right, here we go, look at this. We've got Wes all over the back of Baza, and then Arnold all over the back of the two of them. And Baza has had really good pace, actually. It's a shame he has to pit, but he's holding his own out front. Arnold made another 1.5 seconds on Risky on that last lap, so it's between Wes and Arnold. It looks like Arnold is the quickest guy out there by some margin. It's just about how quickly he can get by Wes, or if he can at all. Look at how much he's closing as we head towards Cop's corner. The old turn 1, Baza really holding his own. It's impressive stuff, but he's gone wide off the track, as has Wes. Remember, warnings are quite easy to come by, and I think Wes actually has a penalty now.
Yep, he does. 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on my screen, but luckily I saw the little graphic there on the timing tower. It's really irritating this, but luckily I'm keeping track. But Wes, well, there goes the lead. He's lost it now through Chapel. Way too slow onto the grass. Arnold is up and into the lead of the race. And, well, these two are teammates, Baza and Arnold, so I don't think this will be too difficult for Arnold to get by. Perhaps Baza might even just pull off into the pit lane. In fact, yes, indeed, he will.
And he does.
And that might well be the race sorted, unless Arnold makes any sort of mistake towards the end of this one. Even if he does, he seems way quicker than the rest of the field. And Khalifa had similar quality pace as well. He's got no penalties, so keep an eye on him. He should be making his way up the field as well, and obviously in the championship fight, which you might say is a bit irrelevant at this point, but he is going to be clawing some points back through those penalties at the end, and if he has good pace, so keep an eye on him as well.
Yeah, I think Arnold's overall on race trim has been looking definitely a lot better in terms of his lap times as Baza goes in for the softs. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on what his last few lap times actually as Arnold, sorry, 141.6, 141.2, 141.7, 142.1, and Waze 143.3, 143.3, 142.7, 142.7. So yeah, in about a space of 4 or 5 laps, Arnold is about a second or 2 seconds quicker than Waze in per lap. So that's why Arnold is gaining so much on Waze per lap at the moment.
So we've got Jordan, Brandon, and Cam. This could be a three-way fight brewing right now. Jordan certainly looks quite eager to get ahead of Brandon. He was ahead of him earlier, might have well lost out in the pit stops, and wants to get back ahead. And obviously Cam, who once led this race, you can see what has been cost by not pitting under the safety car. He should have done so, as it turns out, because yeah, pretty much everybody in that top 5, the entire top 5, you know, they went for different pit stop strategies, and it seems to be working out very nicely for them. So that was interesting. Didn't think the safety car would be that effective for them, but it has been.
Yeah, it looks like it, to be honest. Usually people are praying for safety cars, and I think some people did, as we got Khalifa that just went for a send into Stowe on J-Luke there. That was, I think, easy due to J-Luke's, I think, much worn tyres due to him going in lots of spins. But no, that's not going to work. He's making too many overtakes that just doesn't work. You know, he wants that position, but to be honest, he's going to lose more points now because his hard tyres are going to be even hotter, especially the rears. And Cam, Brandon, Jordan, the train's just growing at the moment. We got Red Matt as well. I don't think Yuri's going to catch up anytime soon. But yeah, J-Luke's race has gone from bad to worse, just going for overtakes that does not stick right now. Brandon.
I'm seeing all sorts going on there. Brandon had a wee look on Cam, and Cam broke so late. I was worried he was going to go into the back of Jamie, who he wanted to get by after his mistake, but now pulls away. And surely Brandon will now get him. Well, we'll see. On the outside, it works in an F1 car. Maybe in these less downforce F2 cars, as we're on the outside, stuff might not work, but it looks like, actually, it will work. And Brandon is moving out of reverse grid pole and up into P7, but a good exit from Cam does mean that they might well go side by side towards Cops and across the old start finish straight, and Jordan is quicker than both of them. Where's he going to go? Is he going to be seen? I don't think he is being seen by Cam, who nearly sends him off the track and then goes way too deep into Cops. He was on the wrong line, and surely this time Jordan will be able to sweep round his outside, and Matt will be in there too. Red Matt is lurking in the distance, and yeah, everyone's holding each other up and just adding more and more people to the fight. And it's Cam who's out of reverse grid pole right now, but Jamie does have a penalty, so he might actually not mind being in this position right now, because it would actually be a reverse grid pole as it stands.
Yeah, as long as he can keep the pace with Jordan and Brandon, then they should be fine, and J-Luke as well, and probably J-Luke is more prone to making mistakes right now with defending on his overtake. So yeah, it looks like Cam could still get it, and you would rather be 8th than 9th at this point, because for 9th downwards you're going to start where you finish, and that's not what you want, especially around Silverstone. We see the mess that happened in the first few laps of the race. We don't want to see the same mess happen to some of these drivers once again, because that could ruin any chance of getting any points in the next race, because only a certain few get some points. As Baz is looking really good on those soft tyres, and he can get a chance to get both Carl and Fury heading into turn 3. But it doesn't look like he's going to do. Oh, maybe he's going to do actually, but he doesn't want to risk it at the moment. But maybe he could do it into turn 4. Slightly, quite a little bit early on the brakes there, going side by side there. We got Dark. Well, we got. I think it was. I'm trying to see who he was going side by side with. But Kyle, yeah, it's Carl actually. It's Carl, yeah, because there was Dark Shadow right behind. I was a bit confused if he's 33 seconds off, but yeah, Carl with a lock-up. Bowser can come up again, and that's J-Luke that's spun again, and he's out the race. Well, it was inevitable really for J-Luke, to be honest.
And we've got a full course yellow of some kind. Again, I can't see what
it is. It's not telling me either, to be honest.
Look for the boards. There's a board that says safety car, and that is good for Khalifa because he was flying along. He had passed Dexter on that lap, had set a purple a purple first sector. Jack has got a drive-through penalty for speeding, but will we see any pit stops? Yes, we will. Race into the pits. I do wonder if Khalifa might not fancy following him in, actually, because he was so quick on these hards. On a restart,
no, he's not.
On the restart, anyone on the sauce would fly through the field, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's to be honest, if I was driving one of those cars, I don't know what I would do. But if I was near the back, go for the soft tyres, try and go for fastest lap. But he's gonna lose a little bit more time to everyone else.
He'll come out 5th though, I think, and that might work out okay.
Brandon maybe. Brandon's in 6th. He's coming on the final corner.
That might not work for Waste then, actually, because he does have the penalty as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Brandon's got him. So is Jordan. Cam as well. Red Matt. Yeah, Waze is dropping down to 9th now. This safety car has not helped him whatsoever.
Of course, there's not many laps left. There's only 3 laps left, and that safety car is going to have to go in at some point. And when it's this later on in the race, it's not going to wait for you to catch up to it. It will just go. And this happens in the regular F2 season when we had the Britain short race, where only 1 or 2 cars had actually caught us at the safety car, but they had to go in because we run out of laps. Will that happen again? Because Arnold, the race leader, the most important one, has caught the safety car, and it might well just turn around and say, I'm pitting. Someone's gone off the track, by the way. I think it's Dark Shadow. He's got a front left puncture.
Oh, he's got a puncture. Oh,
that's
not good.
Must have hit some of Jamie's debris, perhaps, or maybe 9 laps on the sauce is too long.
Yeah, that is way too long.
It's the front left that would go, isn't it, on this track? We've seen it with F1 and F2 in real life. So maybe that
Hamilton.
Hamilton, and we had Lundgaard as well. Sainz.
Safety car in. This lap.
Loads of people had those issues, but we are getting ready to go again. And I think Risky was nearly into the back of Arnold. He really slowed the pack up there. But all this weaving is going to help them all catch. And Waite is in there, so you're going to have to keep your eye on him as you get ready for the restart, which is happening right now because Arnold has put his foot down. Half the field have got nowhere near the safety car, but there's nothing they can really do about that. They can't add laps to the race. So we're just going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. But we are racing again, and Risky's gone too deep into the last chicane, I think, and Khalifa's been left a bit behind. But again, gap's starting to build already. Doesn't look like there's going to be much racing towards turn 1, apart from perhaps Waze.
Yeah, we got Waze right on the back of Red Matt. I thought that the delta between the softs and the hards would mean Waze could catch him, but probably not due to Red Matt doing very well on those hard sides. So yeah, Wade's got a lot of catching up to do because he's also got penalties as well. So even if Wade catches up to Red Matt and overtakes him, he's got to get clear of. Let me just have a look at the penalties again. 3 seconds, and that's probably not going to happen. But he's probably going to stay in 9th due to Baz's 8-second penalty. So he's fine at the moment. But for if he wants to gain more positions, he's probably better staying where he is rather than him just chasing Red Matt. But we will see as we're seeing Ray's going faster as he's going side by side. Always, that's not how you try to overtake into Woodcote there. But yeah, that's Red Matt out of the pitch for Waze, and yeah, he stays in 9th place. I don't think he's got damage though.
Here comes Cam. Let's have a look at the inside into Maggots. Let's not do that yet. Maybe last lap heroics, but we're not penultimate lap yet. He has hit him though, so maybe he wants some heroics. Khalifa really wants to get past Risky here. I can see Brown is all over the back of Dexter as well. There's quite a lot to watch out for here, but we'll watch some people that are side by side of the road because I don't think Khalifa's gone for the move yet. He could have won this race, Khalifa, if he just got by quickly, but not going to happen now. Alright, looks well clear. Jordan might fancy getting Dexter as well. He's got 8 seconds of penalties anyway, the MP Motorsport driver, so he probably doesn't, it's not essential to pass him, but if Jordan wants to finish in 4th place, he has got to pass him. He's not doing so. Red Matt all over Jordan as well, and hasn't used his tyre compounds as Dexter, so he's been disqualified.
But so that's your answer then.
Answers it, yeah.
Yeah, I hardly ever commentated F2 57 races, so I don't have a clue.
Yes, he's dived.
Waze,
he is
dive bomb for Waze.
He's broken Cam's front wing, I think. Bit ambitious.
Oh, Waze. Do not. He's going for it, but I think he's got it done. But it doesn't matter for Cam because Cam's got less penalties than him. So if I was Cam, I would stay behind Waze if I were you. Red Matt's also going for a move on. Actually, no, it's Jordan because Jordan has got no penalties as well. So that is position on chat for pretty much Red Matt, Jordan, and Brandon. But Brandon's already pulled away from Jordan there. So Brandon looks like he's going to get 4. Khalifa is going to get P3, and actually no, he's going to get P2 due to Risky's penalties. I forgot Risky had a penalty, but Khalifa wants to get it on track anyway.
I tell you what, Waze is going to be kicking himself after this one. He could have finished 2nd in this one. And instead he's going to end up... He might get 2nd on the reverse grid. In fact, he actually might be on for reverse grid pole as it stands. But here comes Khalifa into the Stowe complex again. You don't really have to go for this one, Khalifa. We've got 2nd place in the bag, but he has got a great exit. The extra penalty does it for him. And down the inside he goes. He's up to 2nd place. He's nearly spun actually, nearly contact. And well, we'll have to cut away from this for just a second because here comes Arnold to win the race. So pretty dominant for him in the end there. Khalifa second, Brandon third, Jordan, Redmat, Risky, Waste, well Cam actually seventh, then Waste does get reverse grid pole then. Baza in ninth, Yuri, and then we'll wait for the rest across the line. But Arnaud, good start. But Khalifa second in the championship, second in the race as well. So not the biggest point gain possible, but still he'll take it. It's a win. He'll be happy enough.
Yeah, I think he will as well. I think that's what he's fighting for at the moment. If he thinks he can't win the championship, he wants to get the best of the rest title. But what's happened to? Oh yeah, Jacko had to serve his drive-through. He's crossed the line in the pit lane. I was about to ask the question, and what happens with drive-throughs if it's not served by the end of the race? But you probably get disqualified if you do that. So Dark Shadow has probably come out behind him. Yes, he does. So I think we're just waiting for Pete at the moment and Storm. Yeah, and those two cross the line.
So that is the end of the feature race then. But do stick around. We have got, of course, a sprint. And Red Matt there, Games driver today. He was at the very back of the grid after qualifying, so it was a good race for him to come back up through the field. But there is your race winner, Arnaud. He has extended his championship lead. Must be around 30 odd points now. He needs to be about 50 clear by the end of tonight to win the championship. So it will need quite something for him to do it. But again, we'll crunch numbers at the end of this and see. But yeah. Let's just look at the results anyway for the first race. Just confirm the provisional results anyway. I have a feeling that there might be some anger from Cam.
Yes.
I don't really know what Cam would ask for, in fairness. Take penalties off Waste so I can get a first good pull maybe, but Arnaud wins the race from Khalifa, then Brandon, Jordan, Red Matt, Risky, Cam, Waste. They'll all be reversed in the grid, so that'll line up Waste, Cam, Risky, Red Matt, Jordan, Brandon, Khalifa, Arnaud. Then everyone else will stay in there. Finishing positions, they are Baza, 9th, then Yuri, Kyle, Snowy Panda, Pete, Jacko, Dark Shadow, Jamie, Corey, Mr. John, MK Bourne, and Dexter. Again, we'll be asking again to see Corey doing some of his magic, because he's the fastest guy around here, I promise. He's just binned it, so we didn't get to see it, unfortunately.
And then he's finally got fastest lap, which is Khalifa, so Khalifa gets an extra point, because he's in the top 10, so that's a bonus point, as it were, in the championship. And obviously with the him getting pole, he also gets 3 points as well from that. So he's got 4 extra points today compared to the points that he's got. So I'm just trying to think what second place gets in the race. I should have it with me.
I think it's 20
20.
So actually,
so that'll be 24 points. So the gap in that race was 1 point.
Yeah, so far Arnaud's only actually extended by a single point, which means he's 27 points clear, which means he cannot secure the title, because he'd have to. You only get 20 points for the win here, plus 1 for the fast lap. So Arnaud doesn't win the title tonight. We can ignore that thing now. He hasn't won it. He won't win it. We'll get.
We don't have to do maths.
We can do our maths. Thank goodness for that one.
Well, I don't have to. You do.
even though the F2 admin, who I'm pretty sure is Khalifa, she said that if Arnaud.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is Khalifa.
Maybe Khalifa was just playing his chances down, but you've got your maths wrong there, my dude. You're still in it. Don't worry. I hope he hasn't congratulated him in the chat, because I'm pretty sure he's met his requirements. But anyway, we've got lights. We've got Waste on pole. Will we get any accidents in the turn 1 this time? Let's see as we get away. It looks like Red Matt's had a decent start. He's flying up the field. There's a car up in Narnia somehow, and Red Matt's up into 2nd place. He really did have a super start, and he's side by side with Cam. He should stay ahead. Waste has flown off the line. He's well clear. That's good for him. It's 11 laps, not 12. I know it was somewhere around there, but it looks like
we were close. We were close.
We were close, but looks like we've got away all nicely. Apart from, like I say, Dark Shadow, he did go up to Narnia. Does Jordan fancy getting up ahead of Cam? Oh, we've lost Yuri.
Oh!
No,
yeah, there's a big ball up at the back. Snowy Panda. Yeah, virtual safety car. Oh, you can actually see it this time.
I know.
Yay!
Fantastic.
That's a miracle. But yeah, everyone's on the hards though, interestingly enough. I thought they would go on the softs and pit, but I'm guessing they don't want to pit, so... But it looks like people at the back have to anyway, because of damage, so that's not what they want.
The penalties have started. I'm hoping we don't have that glitch that where you have to slow down, let everyone through, but then they tell them that they have to let you through. I think we're all okay. Only 2 penalties. Dexter again. He loves his penalties, doesn't he? And
yes.
we are... Oh,
wait! Drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. What have you done, mate?
That's disappointing. And for good measure, he's also then slowed down straight after that, trying to say, sorry, I'll slow down more, it's too late now. You've just blown the race lead as well. As Redmat completes an incredible first lap in the lead. And we've lost some more drivers. We've got Jacko off in
Jacko. Dark Shadow. Oh, no, Dark Shadow actually overtakes Jacko.
Yes, so Wes, he's got, I think, 3 laps, including this one, to serve that penalty, so he's got to do that in the next 2. Man, that's disappointing, isn't it? Oh, well.
I was hoping he would win a race, but no, the JACKOCAR curse is struck again for Waze, unfortunately.
Down the inside goes Khalifa on Risky, no way through there. And he's still trying, but that leaves Arnold with a good opportunity to go down the inside, and he might well actually mug him off. Oh, on the inside, it's a difficult one to go side by side with these cars, but they're doing it. And Khalifa still fancies Risky. He's going for the inside on Risky. And is he going to get himself up to P5? I don't think so. I'm sure Risky will go nice and deep into the braking zone. Just force Khalifa wide enough so that he has the line on the exit, and he's trying that, but Khalifa's still in there. Some fantastic racing. Arnold's still trying to find a way through, and he's closing quickly as we get yellow flags for Jacko again. Khalifa and Risky are nearly touching into cops, and they're trying to side by side. Khalifa, we'll let him out that one. He's still in track limit, it's just a bite. But Risky is surely ahead now, isn't he? No, Khalifa's trying to run outside. That's a brave one.
Wow!
What a way to complete the fight, but I'm pretty sure Risky still wants some. But he's had to back off in the end, surely. Saying that, though, he does have a good exit. And he's going to take that exit and fancy himself running the outside to try and get back by Khalifa. Brandon as well is going for the fight. We've got 4 cars all in this fight. Risky right round outside of Khalifa. Can he make it stick? You bet he can. Brilliant stuff. Khalifa, we've seen so many try right outside here and spin. We've also got a fight for second place. Cam's up there, and Khalifa's gone through. Brandon's taken 2 cars in 1 corner, I think. Oh, he hasn't quite got the exit though. Risky does have the exit. Car up in Narnia, it's Waste. And look at Corey. He was in 8th place there, but Arnold's now past him. And he's come
There's
from
just so much battling.
I know, they've really unleashed themselves on this, but how on earth did Corey get up to P8? That's what I want to know. 9 places in 2 laps. And he's going for another one on the inside of Brandon.
Oh no, die bomb. He's going for it.
Oh, I think he's gone as well. He's lost it. He's down to 9th again. My goodness. And we're still fighting. Sorry, there is stuff at the front as well. I promise, there's stuff at the front too. Jacko's, he's gone again, but I mean, I'll be really surprised at this point. Cam is second. Waste still has to pick. But what a start. And that wasn't even DRS fight. That was just fighting side by side the whole lap, Risky and Khalifa.
Can we have that in F1 in real life, please? Like every race? Because that was just sensational, I've got to say. And they're even still going for it. Arnold at the back of Brandon. And we've got Khalifa on the back of Jordan.
Not again.
Let's see what he did in the send. He's not going to go for the send now. No, he's not. I think he wants to try a lot of risk, but he doesn't want to try the risk yet because he doesn't want to get any damage. He does know, though, that Waze has to pit, surely, because the penalties just pop up on the screen. Here, I think Jordan may go for the move, potentially. I don't know. Oh, my God. Please don't make it 3 wide, lads. It's not going to go well. Khalifa decides to stay behind. Khalifa's going to go to... Oh, he was going to go to the right. Now he goes to the left. Waze goes into the pits for his service drive-through. Now that promotes a 3-way fight between Cam, Jordan, Khalifa. We've got Risky in there as well. Brandon, Arnold, and maybe Corey too. What is going on? Can you just carry it on, please?
Yes, yeah, so we lost so many laps in the last race due to the safety car. Let's just have it all back now.
Exactly. I like this.
Superb stuff so far. They've really given us a show.
Oh, here we go, Corey. Corey's going to go for the send into turn 3, and I think he just did it on Arnold there. Corey's now up into 7th position, and now chasing Brandon for 6th. You did say he was the fastest man on track. He's definitely proving it right now. You can get points for fastest lap. That is what Corey is trying to prove Brandon's not having any slipstream. Oh my goodness, Corey's going for the send again into Luffield. I don't know how he's doing it, Owen, but he's doing it well. And he's going to try again. Oh, there's a bit of a tap. Corey.
To be honest,
that's his race over.
That was bad luck, in fairness. I think they were both reacting to Risky having a huge slide in front of them, and it's just... That's bad luck, that one. That's I don't want to do anything. You can't blame one or the other there. That's just bad luck. That's a real shame.
Yeah, that's probably a racing incident more than anything. If you're in the inside of that corner, you're more than likely going to be the one that gets sent spinning, and that, unfortunately, that's what Corey had to do. But we're still not short of battle. Here comes Khalifa once again on Jordan. Surely it's going to be a move done into Stowe. No, Jordan covers it off and defends nicely to the left. But J-Luke's had a few problems earlier on, but I think Khalifa's going to have no such troubles. Pass Bell into Club. No, I think it's Club. Almost certainly it's Club's corner. And, oh, wow, Jordan. Jordan is handling it very nicely. This is what we are going to... this is what's going to happen in the F1 Cup Series. We're going to see probably Jordan and Khalifa fighting as well, because Khalifa is back in a full-time race seat in Season 3. I hope you get to see more of this in the Cup Series, which starts in 2 weeks now, doesn't it? Oh! Someone's gone off. That's Brandon.
Brandon's gone, yeah. I was worried Khalifa was going to slide into the side of Jordan. He nearly did so. Brandon recovers to P10. Top 12 get points. As long as he stays there, he does get points still. The Khalifa trying to get by Jordan, hasn't managed to yet. But yeah, just back on that Corey Brandon incident, I think Corey went straight to the chat to say, to blame Brandon, but I think... Give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give it benefit of the doubt for now that he was just reacting to Risky, because he was properly sideways, the Dabs driver.
Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah. And meanwhile, Brandon is losing more positions as Dexter's got past him into Luffield and into Woodcote. And Brandon looks like he's going to have a move again, maybe? No, not quite. He's not going to go for the move. Khalifa does have another chance on Jordan, though, this lap. Just past Chapel now, so we could get the move done there, but... Jordan's not letting Khalifa have this easy. He's a good defender in these F2 cars, I've got to say. Let's see, is Khalifa going to have the better run? No, he does not. Jordan closes again. Khalifa's got to try and find a different approach on this next lap, I've got to say, because Jordan is putting the hammer down here tonight. I don't think he's going to catch up to Cam, though, if these two keep battling.
Nearly into DRS, Jordan. He's almost there. Maybe Khalifa should just sort of hold back, because they've got 2.5 seconds to Risky and Arnold, who were also racing on that last lap. Just catch up to Cam first, then start this. Because what are you doing dive bombing on that for? You're just losing your both time, because you're quicker than Cam. They're both quicker than Cam, but when they start to fight, it costs them. And they've got half the race here to sort this out. So focus on getting to Cam first, I think, then go for it.
Yes.
Mind you, for entertainment purposes, please do go down the inside right now, thank you very much. Here we go, Khalifa on the inside, but...
There you go, jinxing at his finest for Mr. Owen Wyatt.
Well, he's going to try and stick this one on the outside. We saw him try this earlier, but nearly slides off, but does keep it alongside. Will he keep ahead, Jordan? You can see the time being lost already. As Khalifa backs it off just a little bit, doesn't want to go right around the outside into Cops. He is quicker on every exit. Maybe he does just think, I'll get ahead now and then I'll catch Cam myself. But Kyle there gets by Brandon as well, who's really having a miserable day now. But he should hold on to 10th or 11th, depends where those two end up. But here we go again. No fuel mixes, no ERS. It's just a slipstream in the DRS here. And Khalifa wants the outside line this time, but Jordan's broke so late. He's still ahead. Why is he doing this?
How on earth?
Brilliant. He's just put his nose in and just forced Khalifa to back off. But, oh, that's a surprise. He'll be surprised by that one, Jordan. I'm certainly surprised. Oh, he got such a good exit. And, well, Jordan, Robin's racing, as they say, but that was a bit of a bang, actually.
Yeah, that looked like it.
I imagine he must have lost the back end a little bit there, Jordan, but their hopes of catching Cam, well, they're disappearing about as quickly as he is at this point in time. As Khalifa tries to surprise into the late section, he wants this done, and he wants it done now. I guess he feels more confident getting the move done No, oh, he's lost the back end. That might cost him the straight line speed. Oh, he's going to be so frustrated. This is going to end in tears in a minute. Khalifa, he must dive it down the inside. Force your rival off the track or something. He's done it. He's made the move stick. Thank goodness for that. Let's see if he can try and catch Cam now. As we have a yellow flag for Jacko, who's out of it this time, I think. Or is that...
Out of the race. He's out of the race.
Virtual safety car.
Yes. That's popped up this time.
Right.
Yeah.
What on earth have we just watched?
Absolutely fantastic racing from Jordan and Khalifa and lots of other people as well. And Arnold's still in 6th place and he's not catching up to any of these. But yeah, 3.67 seconds in a few laps. I don't think Khalifa's going to catch up to Cam. So Cam's, I think, got P2 in the bag. Same with Red Matt on P1 at the moment. Red Matt, I've got to say, is absolutely flying.
I mean, he had a superb start. He was made up the 3 places he had to instantly. That's incredibly impressive. Oh, Khalifa's got an X over his name.
Oh no.
Oh, and Jordan's hit him. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully he comes back.
Luckily, Khalifa's not the lobby host. It's Dexter that's the lobby host. So...
Yeah, but you still don't want to see that. You know.
No.
That's not how you want to end a fight.
No.
Well.
And Baz has got a drive-through penalty for speeding on the VSC.
Yeah, but look at this. Oh, who's lost it? Someone's lost it. But I mean, Bazza was properly slowing down at the end of it because we've got a massive train that's been caused by that. I think he's done what Waze has done. He's got the penalty and then floored it onto the brake pedal and has realised, I've done this a bit late. Yeah, it just doesn't look good for Khalifa. He's going to fall into this kayak.
Yeah, Risky's got past him. Risky got past him into...
Jamie's done another one of those moves. He's sideways again. What are you doing, man? Oh, massive damage.
This is not what we want to see the Season 2 JACKOCAR champion doing right now. And Arnold's got past Khalifa. So that's Khalifa down another position. And yeah, Khalifa's going to be in the battle soon with Bazza, Carl, Brandon, Dexter, and Jamie probably as well. But Dexter's going to try and go for the move on Brandon. But Brandon is having none of that, I've got to say. So yeah, I thought we were going to have a nice calm down at the moment. We're still on some more battles, which I think is pretty great, I've got to say. It's the last race of 2020 for JACKOCAR, and they're absolutely giving it their all.
Yeah, that's what you want to see, isn't it? They're absolutely giving us a fantastic show to finish us all off this year, but I do wonder if Khalifa can come back, because if he does come back, we know how quick he is, but that must be so annoying now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's also a championship points. He was gaining championship points on Arnold, now Arnold's going to gain on him. It's, this is doubly painful for him. And all the gaps have now disappeared from me. I don't know if that means he's coming back. Sometimes that does happen when someone rejoins.
Yeah, the gaps. The only gap that's not showing is there's most gaps are not showing, but there's P1 that's showing. P3 Cam's not showing, which is worrying.
I think they only came back online as they all started crossing the start-finish line. I wonder if Cam had already actually crossed it by the time the time disappeared. I don't know why that's happened.
Yeah. That's the game, unfortunately. As J-Luke is in the pits for softs. Yeah, softs.
We'll go for that fast as that. We'll see quite all he'll get from this one, sadly. Because I don't think he'll get even into the top 12 in just 3 laps. I don't think that's going to happen. He's also got the penalty, so yeah, he's only going to go for the fastest lap and nothing else.
Try and steal it from everyone else, I think, which is a fair play because points are there to be won.
Kyle's going past Bazza, or at least he had a good exit. Maybe not going to go past him actually. Just a bit of weaving instead.
Brandon somehow was in the battle. Now he's not in the battle, and he's chasing. He's being chased by Dexter into cops. The similar to what we've seen the other battles happen earlier. But yeah, Brandon's in huge trouble at the moment. But I'm just going to see about penalties again. Oh, they both got drive-throughs.
Yeah,
what happened there?
And Bazza. Something's gone wrong on that restart because they were all so close to each other as Kyle passes. Something's gone seriously wrong now. I don't know what it is, but they're all going to be in the pits on this lap, I think. I think they have to be in the pits, don't they? Bazza's
otherwise we'll see a Jacko situation.
Yeah, there we go. They're all into the pit lane now. Well, that will actually help Jamie out potentially. Well, maybe not. I don't know, actually. Khalifa, he is back. He's
Yay.
on Arnold, who's made a mistake at the turn 1. So surely Khalifa, this is what you want to see. This is a championship scrap right now. And Khalifa, he needs every point he can get right now. He'll be furious. He could have had a chance at P2. And now, P5 beating his charging rival. That will be good enough for him. He's got 2 laps to do it. Can he make it stick? Oh.
Oh, Arnold, what happened there?
Well.
Khalifa just
He's
went past him.
He's broken front wing, that's what's happened. Maybe he doesn't want to fight with a broken front wing. Maybe that's why he's had no pace, because his front left end plate's broken. But so is Khalifa's. Oh no.
Where did Arnold lose it? I don't know where he lost it.
I couldn't tell you, but you've let some.
I'll have a look. Oh no, it doesn't. It only tells you if they pitted.
Sorry, Khalifa doesn't have damage actually. I thought he did, he didn't. But anyway, Arnold definitely does.
That's why I got a bit confused. I was like, you sure about that?
Yeah. What's an odd one? Now here comes Jamie on the back. Oh dear. Yep, that's broken front wing.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Nice.
That's another front wing in tatters.
Yeah, what's happened there is that they've caught up to the back of Pete, a ghost car. Well, not a ghost car, a DC'd car. And Jamie was just trying to pass MK Bourne and he's crashed into the DC'd car because it's obviously going to go slow. Oh, bad luck for him again then, I guess. Mind you, the last time he broke his car was more sort of his entire fault, but...
Yeah, he's just gone for moves that are not there. And as long as he doesn't go for too many risks here, he should be on... Actually, no, he won't get points because the next car down the road is
22 seconds ahead of MK, but yeah, he's literally miles away from points.
Yeah, so I think he just wants to go for glory points at the moment. But anyway, won the final lap, and the only battle I think that could change for the top 5 is between Khalifa and Risky again. They're back racing once again. And Risky doesn't want to let Khalifa have this easy, but don't forget on the last lap, Khalifa set fastest lap. So he's the fastest man on track at the moment, and he's not making... Yeah, Khalifa, I think, has that move easy. Yeah, it shows why he's the fastest man on track, because he got past him, no problem. But I don't think he needed to do that, because Risky's got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh, but if he can catch 1 second on Jordan, he could be back up to where that 3rd place was. That would be ambitious. That would be ambitious. That penalty's just come in. Let's see if he can do it. But let's focus on Redman because, you know, we haven't really seen him much all day. He's setting his fastest lap in a race at the moment on this lap, the final lap. He's led every single lap of this sprint race. He's been dominant. Went from 4th to 1st by the end of the 1st lap, and it's been plain sailing. He wins the race in Silverstone by nearly 10 seconds. What a drive. Fastest lap as well. Cam comes up to the line and Jordan has a puncture or something. I don't know why he's going so slowly, but either way, Cam is up to 2nd place. Khalifa will pick up 3rd. That could be crucial in the championship. Jordan crawls across the line in P4. Risky's 5th. Arnold is 5th now, just behind Jordan. And that means Risky's 6th, and Kyle will come with 7th. Then we've got some penalties for the rest, but I don't think that should change any positions.
No, it won't.
But yeah, Red Matt must be... I think he has kept that fastest lap. That is, I believe, the first proper dominant race I think we've seen in F2. I don't know if we've seen anything as dominant as that yet. What a drive.
Yeah, the closest lap time... Oh, that was very close between Khalifa and Red Matt. Khalifa's last lap time was a 1:39.879. The fastest lap set by Red Matt was a 1:39.839. So... I wonder where Khalifa made a mistake to not get the fastest lap there, but yeah, I think Red Matt, we weren't following him at all during the race because he was just looking unstoppable. And J-Luke, he got another penalty, and he's hit his front wing in the process as well. And P, I think, is going to get ahead of him, so that's going to jump J-Luke down the order again, and Dexter gets the last point.
Still didn't get the fastest lap, Jimmy.
Nope. Corey could though.
Corey hasn't.
No.
8 seconds on the pace. He's had something go seriously wrong on that lap.
Yeah, definitely. And driver of the day is probably going to go to... No, it's going to Mr. John. We haven't talked about him all race. I think he...
Yeah.
It gives, like, I remember in Austria, it gave Pete driver the day for the sprint race, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
it was like,
person. Right,
no, but
we'll dispute that
yeah.
one. We'll get that one to Red Matt because I think that's the most dominant drive we've seen in F2 yet. I mean, that really was just the perfect drive. So what a fantastic result for him. He was driving it down race 1. That was more justifiable because he came from the back of the grid to, where was he? He must have been 5th. And then he wins the sprint race in 4th. Superb stuff. Well, let's go and look at the order then. Red Matt wins from Cam, Khalifa, Jordan, Arnold, Risky, Kyle, Mr. John, who made up 10 places. I mean, I guess it's good, but, you know, it's not quite the win, is it? Then Chris, Brandon, Bazza, Dexter, MK Bourne, P2, I'm pretty sure was DC'd the whole race. Nice.
I don't even know.
Still beat people. Beat Jamie, beat Corey, beat Dark Shadow, beat Snowy Panda, beat Jacko. Although he probably beat himself, really, in that one. He hit the wall so many times. And then Yuri as well. What a fantastic second race, though. Much better than the first one. Because we lost with due to the safety car. But that's what Silverstone does. We get good racing here. It's always what we like to see. And F2 cars proving that, yeah, maybe we should keep it with F2 cars here. Because it's much better than the F1 race, in fairness. So, yeah, that was a brilliant race.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, to be honest. Especially the sprint race, I've got to say. And with Khalifa's good performance in the sprint race as well, that puts him winning the weekend at the moment by 3 points. So he closed the gap by 3 points to Arnold in the championship fight. So yeah, the fight is definitely going to go down to the wire. And well, we next week. Well, where are you next week? Belgium, is it?
Belgium, yes, I believe.
Oh God.
I believe we're going to have Andy with us in the commentary box for that one. We'll try and get him. Because Andy, he knows the track well. He got a podium in the charity race there. So he knows everything about the track. So hopefully we'll have Andy in. He's certainly eager. He does want to do it. We've talked to him after the finale in Brazil for the F1 season. He's like, yeah, get me back in there. He loves the formats that we have. So hopefully we'll have Andy in there. And yes, that will be where we leave it off tonight then. Best F2 races yet. We had no real issues either. Only a few graphical things. So pretty much the norm for F1 2020 in all honesty. I was slaughtered for saying it's the worst game they've ever produced, but it is. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting now. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jess, for joining me in the commentary box. It's a pleasure. And
yeah, I very enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And hopefully the last race gives you some really, really good battles next week in Belgium. So I can't wait to watch that.
And, well, that's what I believe. Also, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for supporting JACKOCAR as well in its first full year. You know, we started, back in February, and ever since then it's been fantastic. We've had fantastic racing all year. Jacko has done a fantastic job getting us all together. We even all met up in real life at one point as well, so I mean, there's a pretty nice community we got here. So, thanks to everybody, it's been a fantastic year. And, yeah, Happy New Year. Hope you have some enjoyment in the world state, but we'll try and make your life better. We'll be back next week for the first stream of 2021. Whoop, whoop. Safe travels, everybody, if it's legal, and stay safe. That's the most important thing. See you next year.